Every day we scour the internet to read through one-star reviews, because they're usually humorous or otherwise just cranky. Dawn, every day we pick a theme. What is your theme today, please and thank you?
It's ice cream in the South.
Ice cream in the South. All right, like ice cream stores.
Ice cream shops.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you to some stuff in Albuquerque, New Mexico, otherwise known as Albuquerque. And let's just start with ice cream.
Okay.
All right.
This is Quake's Ice Cream Creamery in Mississippi, and this review is by Shalitha. It was a man in the window who took my order.
Oh.
He was very standoffish. I paid for my order, and upon him returning with my change, I put my hand out for it, and he bypassed my hand right to the counter. That was very rude. If I hand you my money, I expect for you to hand me my change. I could understand someone having issues with germs, but that wasn't the case. You can put money in someone's hand without touching them. Okay.
Wow.
So
that
how
seems
was the
like,
ice cream?
Yeah. That also just seems like, of all the things that you would get upset about, the way somebody hands you money.
Yeah.
Also, some people are germaphobes. Maybe they just don't want to touch.
Or maybe they've been told not to.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Do you ever, like, do you
okay
have, huh?
You okay over there?
Yeah, I just had an itch. Do you ever care about how people give you change back?
Do I? Oh, like counting it back?
Yeah.
No.
Like,
but
do you have opinions?
I learned how to do it when I worked in retail.
Do they teach kids how to do that these days?
I don't know. I think they do. Yeah, because my boyfriend's son, who worked in,
They had to learn how to do that.
Yeah, they taught him how to do it. I mean,
because
at least
I can't tell you.
Grocery store.
Can't think of the last time I remember a person actually counting change back to me.
Yeah, like 5, 6.
You start with the
30.
change, count to the next dollar, and then go up to the amount they gave you. It's usually just, $14.29 is your change. Here you go. Plump, plump. Mm-hmm. And then, what really drives me nuts is when they put the paper down first and the coins on top. And so then they jiggle around everywhere.
And you're like, I'm going to drop my coins.
I know. Sorry, that's just my one-star review. The tales of working in a grocery store. Okay. Let's go to stuff in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now, I'm going to take you to the Petroglyph National Monument. I don't know if you've been there. I have not, but I have heard about this place. I have seen photos. This is where they have a bunch of petroglyphs, a.k.a. drawings, art from a long time ago on rocks where people did some pretty, beautiful things, right?
Okay.
Like, unusual that we still have these remnants. Okay, here we go. Paul has a 1-star review. Waste of time seeing a bunch of drawings made from people from a long time ago.
Oh, God.
The thing is, if you draw something on rocks now, people 300 years from now will think it's awesome too. Visiting this place took time away from visiting more meaningful places like Sandia Peak.
Okay, so he is jealous. He is literally jealous of people from 300 years ago who...
They just wrote some stuff.
They didn't
and
have...
now they're famous.
Oh, God.
I mean, first of all, they're dead. And second of all, it's kind of awesome that we still have these petroglyphs, like examples of humanity from hundreds of years ago in this place that seems like it's in the middle of the desert.
Where people lived.
Yeah.
It's called history. It seems like you just need to go to a water park
Just
or something.
some people writing on stuff.
And then he's judging the way the art is. It could be a literal message to other tribes.
Well, also, I just love how he says, if you do something now, people 300. Yeah, it's called history, man. And I guarantee in 300 years, we'd be like, whoa, that's pretty awesome. Look at all the stuff they did. Although they're not going to find any writing.
Yeah.
Because it's all going to be on microchips. And how are they going to read those after the
out of our
apocalypse?
skulls.
Okay. Anyway.
Ice cream in the South. Let's go to Morgan's Ice Cream in Fort Worth, Texas. This is a review by Edward. We've been going here since it opened up, and 100% of the time with our Labradoodle. Oh. The nice people behind the counter always were courteous and gave our dog a pup cup. Today, the tall, skinny blonde kid told us no dogs were allowed inside. I waited outside with our dog, and my wife ordered her ice cream and asked for a pup cup, which is whipped cream in a small cup. The kid behind the counter didn't know what a pup cup was. I will no longer be a customer at this place. What happened to y'all? But how was the ice cream?
Yeah.
I think, now I don't have a dog, but I think sometimes you just have to accept that a place doesn't allow dogs inside if it isn't a service dog.
Oh, yeah.
know?
Most places, especially if there's food involved and, it depends on the state, all that stuff. But most of the time, don't assume.
Yeah.
Just wait outside. And then if they don't have a pup cup, just say, can I get some whipped cream in a cup?
Yeah.
If you know what it is,
then just ask for it that way. This seems like a very passive-aggressive couple.
Oh, well, most one-star reviews are very passive-aggressive because you're like, I know what you're trying to say. Why didn't you just say something then?
Exactly. And I think your dog's fine.
Yeah, the dog doesn't care. And you were eating half that pup cup yourself. Anyway, let's go back to stuff in Albuquerque. And this time we're going to a hibachi restaurant, which is one of my least favorite kinds of restaurants. Why?
Why?
Because you have to sit with strangers.
Oh.
I don't like that.
Oh.
I don't like that.
Ooh, but then you can talk about them later.
Nope. Don't like it. They don't want to be near me. It's fine. Allie, though, has a 1-star review for a different reason.
Okay.
You may want to take this review with a grain of salt. Okay. Because I didn't actually stay to eat the food there.
Oh, okay.
But what I witnessed was quite concerning.
Oh.
I normally do not leave a restaurant immediately before being seated. But when I was sitting at the table waiting for a server, I was overwhelmed.
Why?
By the smell of sewage and cigarette smoke.
What?
It was overall very unpleasant and made me concerned that the food would make us sick. So we left. The person I was there with said the men's room was in disarray and parts were not in place on the toilets. I would not recommend this hibachi restaurant to anyone in the town. There are plenty of others that keep a clean environment, selling food that is quality. Okay, well, how do you know? Did you have the hibachi?
No.
Right? I love that, take this review with a grain of salt because it's not valid.
Yeah.
So why would I read anything else? But okay, I'll bite. You left because of a smell? I mean, I guess if there's a nasty ass smell. Something tells me, though, you might have been overreacting because I'm not sure why you would have smelled cigarette smoke.
No.
Other than maybe
know.
Maybe the hibachi guy was smoking before his shift.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you start smelling the hibachi?
When I'm in a hibachi place, it's like all you smell is the food.
Yeah.
You can't get away from it. It gets on your clothes. And when you go home, you have to take them off.
And if you smelled sewage, don't you think everyone else would smell sewage if it was so overwhelming?
Right.
I don't know, honey. That's just the hibachi smell. Everyone knows it smells like sewer.
All right. Let's get back to ice cream in the South. This is a Baskin Robbins in Shreveport. And Joy Battle has a 1-star review. I was in line waiting for my turn to order. The man behind the counter was very sweaty looking.
Ooh.
While he was ringing up the person in front of me, he reached under his shirt and rubbed his stomach.
God.
And chest. I then left because he didn't wash his hands afterwards. He then helped the next customer and still didn't wash his hands.
Was he scooping ice cream?
I guess so.
Oh, I could just see some sweaty man just getting all up in there,
his belly and his chest.
And then he's like, all right, who wants ice cream? I'd be like, sir, I would get out of line too.
Would you?
Oh, I would leave.
Yeah.
I would just be like, oh my God, I forgot my wallet. I'll be right back.
Oh, man. Nope. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I suddenly felt bad for the guy who was working super hard and sweating doing it. And probably somebody didn't show up for their shift.
Yeah, that's fine. Just run over to the sink quick before you dig your fingers in that ice cream trough.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he was hand scooping. like
Well, no,
with
but
his hand.
you put your hands on the scooper thing, and
You
that
do.
scooper's touching ice cream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. I think we feel sorry for everybody in this.
Yeah, for sure.
What's your next one?
All right, let's go to the National Museum of Science, Nuclear Science. And this is our last one-star review in Albuquerque, where John has a one-star review. Joanne is a volunteer there and ruined our experience. She yelled at our 4-year-old son to put down a toy, non-breakable, in the gift shop. My son cried through part of the museum after that.
Oh.
He's a baby. You don't yell at other people's children. I had just bought a membership. Now I feel I threw my money away because I will not be returning.
Uh-oh. Well, what was he doing? Like, I need to know more. I need to talk to the volunteer.
I also hope that they're not yelling at children. But I will say, especially when there's a gift shop, you will see lots of one-star reviews wherein people get real, animated when somebody says, could you not break things? Or like they will break stuff.
And walk away.
And somebody's like, you got to pay for that.
Right.
But, good luck to them.
All righty.
Hopefully they'll get a refund.
Yeah, maybe she will. Do you want to do one more?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do one more. Ice Cream in the South. This is Peppermint Gelato Cafe in Mobile, Alabama. And Sharon has this 1-star review. I was excited to pop in to patronize this place as I live in the area and had been wanting to pop in to support and grab dairy-free ice cream. There was a lovely young lady who assisted me and informed me that there was dairy-free sorbet. But I am not a fan of sorbet. But she did inform me that there was a dairy-free chocolate ice cream and asked if I would like to try. And I asked if I could try. She turns to the owner, who seemed very reluctant to let me try. And as she goes to get it, she turns to me and says, "This ice cream is only for our customers who are allergic. Are you allergic?"
Allergic to what?
Dairy.
Well, isn't that what she said?
At that point, I said, "Thank you, I'm good," and left. First off, I don't appreciate being interrogated about my health issues or having to be qualified to have a cup of non-dairy ice cream. Obviously, I don't eat dairy for a reason, and I don't think that should have anything to do with what I ask for as a consumer if you offer it. I could have been purchasing it for my grandson, who has dairy issues too. Either way, I should not have to explain myself to spend my money. What a shame. Needless to say, I will not be back, as I pass there every day. And I would advise anyone who has a dairy-free request to not go there either.
I mean...
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to go, you can only buy this if you're allergic to dairy.
That is weird.
Like, you just say, yeah, I am. What, do I have to show a medical card?
Yeah.
Like
this is only for our customers who are allergic. Are you allergic? How about just sell me the ice cream? My money's good.
Yeah. Does it cost you more or what? But it's weird.
Yeah.
It must be just some owner who's very uptight about something. And
Well, I don't get the idea of like, this is only for the people who need it. Well, how do you know that person don't need it?
Well,
Like you need a card for dairy
Right.
allergies?
I mean, Sharon has a point here.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Sometimes the customer is right during this segment.
Yeah. I mean, again, she might have been overreacting, but I don't
Yeah.
know. If somebody asked me if I had a dairy allergy and I'd be like, well, none ya, just sell me the ice cream.
Yeah, I'll get diarrhea. Do you want
Or
to
I
hear
would
about
have just
it?
said, yeah, I'm going to have projectile diarrhea all over the floor. Well, kids, those are your 1-star reviews. We'll have more of those if you missed any. We've got a whole YouTube channel's worth on our myTalk 1071 YouTube channel, or you can download the previous episodes on our podcast.